Hi students, now we are going to discuss solution part 2. In this part 2 we are discussing liquid in liquid solutions mainly. In that Raoult's law, ideal and non-ideal solutions and azeotrophs. We are concentrating mainly three topics, that is Raoult's law, ideal and non-ideal solutions and azeotrophs in liquid in liquid. Okay. So first, what is the Raoult's law related to liquid in liquid? Okay. So we are taking two volatile liquids and we are preparing solutions. So for a solution of volatile liquids, each vapor pressure of each component directly proportional to its mole fraction. Let us take A is the volatile liquid, okay, and another we have B is the volatile liquid. A is a volatile liquid and B is a volatile liquid. We are making the solutions. Okay. This is a solution. A plus B is a solution. Okay. So here the vapor pressure of volatile liquid A is directly proportional to its mole fraction and vapor pressure of volatile liquid B is directly proportional to its mole fraction in solution. So that is a Raoult's law. Suppose we are taking this one WA grams and its number of moles Na, then its mole fraction will be Ka will becomes. If it is WB and it is the number of moles NB and it is mole fraction will be Ka will become. And its pure vapor pressure P naught A and its pure vapor pressure P naught B we are taking. In solution they will exert that pressure, that is a PA, and it is also exert some pressure. We are taking as a PB. Okay. So according to Raoult's law, what they are saying, partial pressure of any component is directly proportional to its mole fraction. Okay. So partial pressure equal to here the constant will become the pure vapor pressure of that component into mole fraction. Okay. Suppose in case of A, so PA is equal to P naught A Chi A. Instead of in B is equal to P is equal to what you will get P naught B Chi. Okay. So what is the P total? This is generally Raoult's law is applicable for ideal solutions. So the total pressure equal to the vapor pressure of A plus vapor pressure of B will become. So what we can able to write P naught A Chi A plus P naught B Chi B will become. This is the P total. Okay. And this is the expression we are getting. Okay. So instead of Chi A, we are writing Chi A equal to 1 minus Chi B, since sum of the mole fractions equal to 1. Then what we will get P total? P total is equal to P naught A 1 minus Chi B plus P naught B Chi B. Okay. So we can write this equation. Okay. So P naught A plus P naught B minus P naught A to Chi. So this is Chi B is a mole fraction of B. In terms of mole fraction of B, we written like this. Okay. So this is the one important equation we will get. And this is like y is equal to mx plus c. So how the graph will becomes for this one, if you are taking the P total on which axis? Y axis. Chi B on x axis, you will get like this. And this will give the information about P naught A, and the slope will give the information about which one? P naught B minus P naught A. Okay. So that is the another expression for finding total pressure related. Okay. So here the vapor pressure of liquids in liquid phase they are asking. Then this is we are using Chi A and Chi B, what we have discussed now, that will becomes Chi A and Chi B related. They are asking in vapor phase. Vapor phase, what will be there in vapor phase? Both are in gases form will be there. That's why here you will applying that Dalton law. Dalton law is giving the information partial pressure of any component is equal to P total into mole fraction of the component. Okay. So that's why here you will get PA is equal to P total into YA. We are taking the mole fraction in vapor phase Y, and PB is equal to P total into Y. from this one YA you are getting that what PA by P total, and YB we are getting PP by P total. So these are vapor pressures in a which phase? Vapor phase. Same way we have in a liquid phase, we have more fractions like PA is equal P naught A chi A and PB is equal P naught B chi B. This is in liquid phase and this is in vapor phase. Okay, so what we have discussed till now, we have discussed about Raoult's law. What is saying? If we are taking solution of two volatile liquids, vapor pressure of any component is directly proportional to its mole fraction. Okay, so here the constant will become pure vapor pressure is the constant, and we are taking A and B liquids. They have weight is WA, number of moles NA, mole fraction chi A will be there, and WB, NB and chi B will be there. Pure vapor pressure P naught A and P naught B. Then in solution they are showing the vapor pressure PA and PB. So the relations we are getting PA and PB, and in a liquid phase, in a vapor phase, and related graph we are getting. Okay, one more P total expression we are getting. This is about first part related to Raoult's law. If you how they are asking questions here. Okay, we take 2-3 questions. Okay. So here we have a component is there, that is a P naught A is equal to around 200 mm of Hg, and P component is there, P naught B is equal to 400 mm of Hg, and this A component will be present, Na is a 1 mole and Nb will be 2 mole. Then they are asking what is the P total and what is the EA, PB and chi A, chi B and YA, Y. These things will be asked. Okay, they are given pure vapor pressures and number of moles given. They are asking total vapor pressure of component A in and vapor pressure of component B, and mole fractions in liquid solutions, mole fractions in vapor phase, like that they will ask. Okay, so first we want to find PA. PA is equal to what? P naught A chi A. So P naught A already given 200. So chi A is Na by, since we know that chi is equal Na by N total. Okay, so here how many A moles are there? 1 mole. Total moles and total will become how much? 3. 1 by 3. Okay, so 200 by 3 will be give the information about which one? PA of solution. Same way PB, how you can find? P naught B chi B, that is equal to 400 into 2 by 3. Okay, so P total, how we can able to find? Combine this one, PA plus PB for ideal solution. So 200 by 3 plus 800 by 3. So it is a 1000 by 3. So we are getting the P total. Now mole fraction of A is equal to, already we know that it is a 1 by 3, and mole fraction of B is equal to 2 by 3. Okay. So now in liquid phase we got, in vapor phase how to find? So mole fraction Y is equal PA by P total. PA already we got 200 by 3. P total 1000 by 3. So 3 get cancelled. So 1 by 5 will be there. Then YB will be 4 by 5 will be present. Okay. So like this we can solve the questions related to if two volatile liquids are mixed, if they are ideal solutions forming, then we can find P total and mole fractions in liquid phase, vapor phase. Like these questions they will ask. Okay. Another more questions they will ask. They will give expression for P total. P total is equal to like 400 plus 200 XP. Find P naught A and P naught B. Okay, these are another type of questions they are asking related to which one? P naught A and P naught B. They given P total expression. So let it consider as ideal solutions. Okay. In this case, we have one simple thing. When mole fraction of B is equal to 0, mole fraction of B is equal to 0 means what will be there? Only component A present, only component A present. If component A present means that will give the information about P naught A. Okay. So if you applying this P naught A, this will be 0. P naught A is equal to how much? 400 M. Okay. If chi B equal to 1, then only what component will be there? B. So it is 100% B only there. In that case, P naught B is equal to 400 plus 200, you get 600 mm. So this is which one? Mole fractions. We know that, and by using that we are finding pure vapor pressures. Okay, these two models will be related to which one? Raoult's law. Pure solutions are given. Okay, and next we are going concept of ideal and non-ideal solutions. Okay, so here I am mixing two solutions like A solution. It has some interactions. What are the interactions will be there? AA interactions will be present. So what are interactions? AA interactions will be present. And if it is I am taking B solution, then what type of interactions will be present? BB interactions will be present. And if I am mixing this A and B, then I will get the new interactions, AB interactions. Okay. So AA interactions, BB interactions and AB interactions will be present when the formation of solution case. So if these interactions and these interactions, when you compare, these are initial interactions, these are final interactions. Initial interactions, AA interactions and BB interactions have almost equal strength with the AB interactions, then we are calling as the ideal solutions, and that follows the Raoult's law at maximum temperature and pressures. Okay, so AA and BB interactions have the equal strength with the AB interactions form the ideal solutions. Okay, suppose if they are not equal strength, what they have, this initially we have more strength will be there, and finally solution have less strength. Less strength means vapor pressure will be increases at the final solution. So that's why it shows positive deviation. So we are considered non-ideal solution with a positive deviation when initial interactions are strong and final interactions are weak. If opposite, so initial interactions are weak and final interactions are strong, then final interaction strong means vapor pressure will be less will be there. So that will be shows a negative deviation. Okay. So non-ideal solution with a negative deviation we are getting. So in this way we are getting solutions divided into three ways. First, ideal and non-ideal. In a non-ideal case, what we have? Positive deviation and negative deviation will be there. So if you are taking solutions, how many types will be there? Basically two types. What are the two types? Ideal solutions and we have non-ideal solutions. Ideal solutions and non-ideal solutions will be there. Ideal solutions, as we discussed, it will be follows Raoult's law. Okay, at all conditions it does not obey the Raoult's law, and in this case the P total will be equal to PA plus PB will become, and here in this case P total will be decide whether it is a positive deviation or negative deviation. Positive deviation or negative deviation. Here, if it is a positive deviation, P total will be greater than PA plus PB will become. So vapor pressure will be more because interactions are weak, and here P total will be less than PA plus PB will become because here low vapor pressure will become because of interactions are weak, strong, and here delta H mix will be 0 and delta V mix will be 0, and here delta H mix will be greater than 0 and delta V mix will be greater than 0 will be present. Here delta H mix less than 0 and delta V mix less than 0. This is the delta H mix will be greater than 0 means which type of reaction? This is the endo, it is exothermic. So if solution we are mixing, if energy releases, that is a which type of one? Exothermic, negative deviation. If energy absorbed, that is a positive deviation, and no change in the energy, then it is comes under ideal solutions we are getting. So if you are mixing different solutions like 50 ml 50 ml, you are getting 100 ml of solution, that is ideal. More than 100, that is a positive deviation. Less than 100, that will be the negative deviation, you will get it. Okay. So as we already discussed, here A and BB interactions are equal strength with the AB interactions, and here also what we have discussed, same AA and BB interactions are stronger than AB interactions, and here AA and BB interactions are weaker than AB interactions will be present. Okay, and what is the examples for this one? Okay, in exam point of view, that examples will be important. You are taking chloromethane and bromomethane, and ethyl chloroethane and bromoethane, n-hexane and n-heptane, and n-heptane, okay, etc. These comes under this ideal solutions, and this one like water and ethanol and acetone. Okay, acetone and CCl4 and water and benzene. Like these solutions will become, so one have strong interactions, one have weak interactions. So when we are mixing, the strong interactions are getting disturbed, then it will be formed the positive deviations. Suppose water and ethanol. Water have strong hydrogen bonding, ethanol have weak hydrogen bond. When we mix, this strong hydrogen bonding will be affected, so that will be formed under positive deviation. Acetone have strong dipole interactions will be there, and CCl4 have weak interactions will be there, van der Waals interactions, so it will be disturbed with strong interactions, so it will be formed positive deviation. Okay. Here, in case of one HCl and water, and HNO3 and water, and we have acetic acid and pyridine, okay, aniline and phenol, etc. And important examples, C chloroform. Chloroform, you have CHCl3 with an acetone. You have hydrogen bonding will become. So because of this, it will be form the negative deviation, because of initially no hydrogen bonding. After forming solution, you are getting the hydrogen bonding. So these are the example for when, if I graphically showing this one, chi A equal to 0 and chi A equal to 1, chi B equal to 1 and chi B equal to 0. If you take it, so here chi A increasing, so its vapor pressure will be increasing, and this vapor pressure also from this direction increasing. This gives a P total will be Pa plus P. Okay, this is the pure vapor pressure of B. This is the pure vapor pressure of A. In this case, same thing will be there, but we expect like this. Okay, but here it shows the positive deviation in solutions. So P total will be greater than Pa plus P. And same way here also you will expect same thing. Okay, but it shows the negative deviation. Okay, so these are the graphs related to ideal and non-ideal solutions related. Okay, so solutions are two types based on their interactions between them. Okay, so and whether they are obey the Raoult's law or not. If they obey the Raoult's law, the ideal solution; not obey the Raoult's law, that is a non-ideal solutions. If interactions are equal strength will be there, ideal solution will be formed. Initial interactions are stronger than final interactions, non-ideal solution with positive deviation, and initial interactions are weaker than final interactions, so non-ideal solution with a negative deviation, and some of the important points related to the solutions, and for us important examples also given here. Okay, so whenever solutions we are mixing, it is the energy releases that is comes under negative deviation. Okay, so that is the examples for which one ideal and non-ideal solutions. And finally we will come to the next topic. What we have, azeotropes. Azeotropes case. First, what is the azeotropes? Azeotropes is the binary solutions. These are binary solutions. Okay, how many components will be present in binary solutions? Two components will be there, and these are have they will boil at same temperature. Boil at same temperature will be, and they have same composition in liquid and vapor phase. So the binary solutions which you have boiled at same temperature and same composition in liquid and vapor phase, they are called as azeotropes. So since they have same composition and they boil at same temperature, we cannot separate by distillation method. Cannot be separated by distillation method. So that is the basic information. And this azeotropes, two types will be there. Azeotropes, how many types will be there? Two types. One you have maximum boiling point azeotropes, and next one is a minimum boiling point azeotrope. Maximum boiling point azeotropes and minimum boiling point azeotropes. Maximum boiling point, when it will be possible? When you have strong interactions are there. When strong interactions will become? When negative deviations more. So highly negative deviation is there, then it shows maximum boiling point. And if it is a highly positive deviation is there, that will be shows the which one minimum boiling point azeotropes. Example for this one, HCl and water. This composition water will be 79.78% will be there, and this is the 20.22% will be there. This composition will be from the maximum boiling point azeotropes, and composition important in point of exam. HNO3 and water. Okay, it is a 68% this one and 32% this one. This will be from the azeotropic solution. And same way here example, ethanol and water. Ethanol 95.6% and this is a 4.4%. Okay. So this is the example for which one? Minimum boiling point azeotropes. Okay. So graphically when you are showing, when your two liquids are there, it shows the vapor pressure like this. Both at a particular composition, it will be have same composition and boil at same temperature. That is a comes under minimum boiling point relative, and maximum boiling point case. Okay, so it will becomes like this particular composition case. It will be shows the larger negative deviation, and also they have same composition will be present. Okay, same composition in liquid and vapor phase will be there. So that particular composition we are considering as a azeotropic mixture. So this is about azeotropes. So in this part 2 we discussed liquid and liquid Raoult's law. So if volatile liquids are there, solutions we have vapor pressure directly proportional to its mole fraction, and related problems we have discussed, and ideal solution, non-ideal solutions we have discussed, and azeotropes in that classification and examples and their compositions we have discussed.